renewal of mind and reconfiguration of our thoughts that we are able to position ourselves to receive all the blessings that God has set aside for us. For it is not us who are waiting for the blessing, but rather the blessing that is waiting for us to be in the right frame of mind to receive it. I hear a clarion call. It's time to rise and shine. Time to get what's mine. Yeah.
Thy family, and welcome to another special message from the Ancient Ones. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? May perpetual restoration, revival, and elevation be your portion in this new season. May you move into a place of awakened living, into a place of awareness, so that you can really partake in the greatest experience of Mama Earth's life, in the greatest experience. I mean, we've all heard the stories of how universes have come. People have come from universes, beings have come from universes to see what Mama Earth is doing right now, where she's dying and resurrecting herself with the being still there. And we're moving into a higher level of consciousness where everything will change, even our bodies, family. Even our bodies will change. But those are stories for other days. Special shout out to our Patreon family. Thank you so much for supporting us on that platform. We appreciate, love you so much for that and for enabling us to, I think this is almost like the second year now that you guys have been supporting us since YouTube cut us off for sharing the truth during the pandemic. And we're just so grateful that you have stood with us, that you have sponsored the show and enabled us to continue to bring the awakening news. Please consider supporting the channel through either a love donation or by joining us on Patreon, where we do provide daily content. And the main message from the Ancient Ones family is why we need African unity, why there's so much urgence for us to come together, especially of like mind. It's better that we come together of like mind and then we bring others together, because we're in a time now when we need to take a consciousness leap in order to claim our inheritance. Because as I said in a previous episode, our inheritance is the new earth. Our inheritance is a whole new world, family, where we get to now be the elders and the co-creators of this new reality with our ancestors, with the Great Spirit, with the creator of universes. But in order to do that, we need to take a consciousness leap. And there are many who have awakened themselves, and just because of the level they're on, the new earth is already starting to manifest to them. They may not recognize it because it just looks a little different. You almost need to have taken psychedelics to understand and understand what I'm saying, because it's like a world within a world. And it's like you can look at the same tree, but in Babylon reality, it looks like this. And in the new world, it literally looks like it's alive, like it's vibrant. I don't know how to explain it, family. But the reason we need African unity right now is because like the Mayans, like the Egyptians and all these other ancient ones who literally disappeared from one minute to the next, we are going to take a consciousness leap that will take us out of this reality and place us into a new reality. All of a sudden, we'll find ourselves victorious on this new earth filled with nature. Like nature pressed a reset button and everything, the forests and the ocean and the rivers and the lakes, everything just went back to how it was. And we will relearn, with the assistance of the spiritual realm, to how to rebuild bigger, better, on a whole new level with what we've learned from the Dark Ages and what will be in our remembrance from the previous Golden Age. We're the ones who are going to now birth the new civilizations. That's what they tried to stop. And they tried to stop this bridge being created by keeping us separated. But somehow, family, through the World Wide Web and many other ways that our ancestors used, manipulated their system to accelerate our unity, we came together and we started to shift things. And now we've formed that bridge. We're all back online. We're back online here in East Africa. We're back online with our West African brothers and sisters. We're back online with our Southern African brothers and sisters. We're back online with our Caribbean brothers and sisters. We're all moving and traveling and intermingling. And it's creating our own new consciousness that is not at the control of Babylon. Each of us is doing that. And so many ancestors, family, want to be born in the new earth, which is why it's literally like an all hands on deck. Where family, where ancient bloodlines, ancient ones who reached God status, who reached guru status, who were master healers, who were master builders, have come from their cosmos, their worlds, literally their best lives, to come in, to assist you, to lend their consciousness, their knowledge to you, so that they can help to shift this bloodline, so that they can return in the new earth. And so there's a lot of vested interest that you make it, which is why we're sure we're going to make it, family. Without a shadow of a doubt, we are going to make it. But our unity is going to happen like in concentric circles, where in the most inner circle will be the highly awakened ones and the highly enlightened ones. And this one, it's the spirit that will bring us together. It's not us really going to look for anyone. The ones who have done the work, both the visible and the hidden generals. And then from that will be the nations, the communities that have awakened on their awakening journey, the revolutionaries, the authors, the artists, the poets, and then the people, because it's the storytellers that bring the people together. That's why the storytellers had played such an important role back in ancient times, because they were the ones who kept the narrative going and so kept the reality intact. And so when we come together, family, we're going to be able to take a consciousness leap. Because right now, the way it was before, like let's say even before the lockdown, because the lockdown triggered a massive awakening. I don't think they saw that happening. But before the lockdown, the only ones that were going to make it were those who had done the work and were in this inner circle, in terms of they were now moving to mastery. And they have suffered. They have been, what we call the chosen ones, what some like to call the 144,000. We don't know if it's 144,000 nation representatives, nations. So, I just don't even look at that number. All I know is we're here. And it's like, these were the only ones that were going to make it. But now the consciousness, it's like our consciousness is affecting others and others' consciousness is blending in with ours, and we're pulling each other together. And that is what, family, our African unity, our so-called African unity, is what is going to be able to enable, I want to say, all of us who are ready to take a quantum leap into the new reality that we are going to establish. And we need each other because it's such a massive consciousness leap that we need millions of souls to come together of one accord to shift our reality, family. To shift us, to close the door of Babylon and open this brand new door. And our consciousness can do that. And that is why there is so much emphasis on African unity, on us coming together on one accord. We're already seeing how us coming together of one accord has dismantled the Babylon ideologies, the Babylon altars, the Babylon spells that held ourselves captive. Now, literally, it's either people who are lying to themselves because they're in a religious psychosis, or their spirit is just young, so they're still in the glitter and glam of Babylon. Know yourself, because that is the only way to be free. And even though you may not see people that you want to be in unity with around you, you know, you feel like people are betraying you, you can't trust people, all this and that and this and that. Make unity central in your heart. Call it forth in your prayers, in your meditation, that our people may come together. And it's not to fight. This is something that the ancient ones really wanted me to emphasize. It's not to fight anyone. It's not to go against anyone. But it's literally to hold hands and collectively move ourselves into a brand new earth that is literally here waiting for us. Tuko pamoja.
Hear a clarion call. It's time to rise and shine. Time to get what's mine, yeah. And I want it all, beyond the riches of the world, to the promises of God for my life.